Hi guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. For this episode or for this vlog, we're going to talk about pag-uusapan natin kung ano ba yung mga dapat nating paghandaan or i-prepare bago tayo mag-travel internationally. So, ito ay share ko lang based on my experience. Based experience naming mag-asawa dahil as you know, nakapag-travel naman kami ng international. Our first international trip together was England. We went to his parents' place and also we went to London. And then our second international flight or travel was in the Philippines. So, iba-iba yung aming experience and this is also because every country are different. So every country have their different rules and regulations, and every country have their do's and don'ts when it comes to entering the country. So kailangan mahalaga talaga na alamin natin anong mga kailangan nating ayusin at siguraduhin na planchado bago tayo mag-travel. Now, also keep in mind na hindi porket nag-prepare na tayo, ready na tayo, nag-gather natin yung mga kailangan nating i-gather as in terms of documents, ay okay na. Kasi meron at meron tayong i-expect na the unexpected, kumbaga. So, ito yung mga sitwasyon na hindi natin hawak, hindi natin kontrolado, and of course, hindi rin natin ina-expect na mangyayari. Of course, there's the emergencies, accidents, and all the other natural disasters that could happen, diba? For example, kahit na lagi natin check ang weather, sometimes weather are unexplained and it happens unexpectedly talaga. Based on experience, kahit na tinignan mo na okay ngayon, magiging maaraw, but if nature says it's not going to be maaraw, hindi siya magiging maaraw, diba? So, without further ado, pag-usapan natin kung ano-ano ba talaga ang dapat na ready na tayo kapag tayo ang nagta-travel. Of course, number one is to have your passport, okay? Make sure if you're going to travel internationally, make sure that your passport is up to date. So, pag nagta-travel ka, usually, it's by law or it's by the regulations of the passport control na your passport will not expire within the 6 months period. So, dapat, check natin yung ating mga check natin ang mga expiration ng passports natin. And if we are married or have different name with our different IDs, make sure that our passport have already had that name change. Or if we are not ready to do so, have a copy of your marriage certificate just in case you get questions in the airport with the immigration, or even if you are outside the airport, if it happens that someone checks, then you have those legal documents to prove who you are in terms of your identity. Ako naman, I made sure that when I renewed my passport, I already did the name change. So, all of my IDs have my married name. Pero even though na married name na ako and I had all these IDs have changed into that name, meron pa rin akong copy ng aking marriage certificate in with me wherever we travel. Kasi mahalaga yun baka mamaya i-question nila why. At least meron kang proof na ipapakita na this is the reason why I had a name change, di ba? Secondly, you have to make sure that all your preparations for visa, if you are not a passport holder that allows you to enter the country anywhere without a visa, make sure that all of those documents are with you. Walang palya. Kahit na yung mga instruction lang how to get the visa, have everything ready. Kasi mahalaga yun may papakita mo na yes, even if you have that visa stamp in your passport, have all the documents just in case. You never know when you're going to need the unexpected document that they will ask for. Ito ay pinaka-importante, ay dapat alam mo din ang mga emergency contact ng country. I'm not talking about emergency contact of you like in terms of person that you would call, right? This is like the government emergency contact because every country have different contact information. So, for example, dito sa US, 911 ang kokontakin mo, just dial 911 if it's an emergency situation, life or death situation. But we also have in different state, not just state, in different counties, different city, different town, have their own non-emergency contact. What does that mean, non-emergency contact? Ito ay kokontakin mo, tatawagan mong phone number. It will also lead to a police or to a police station or what I call it, medics or anything that you will need. Pero hindi siya severe na situation. So for example, you just saw a cat on a tree having trouble na kailangan niyang makababa or whatever, then tatawagan mo yung non-emergency contact ng iyong location para ma-help, may bombero man na pumunta to help the kitten or cat or whatever, you know. Pero kung situation naman na meron na nanggugulo sa bahay, meron, alam mo na medyo armed, what is that in Tagalog? Then tatawag mo yung 911, diba? So, every country have different contact information when it comes to this emergency situation. So, dapat alam mo yun. Meron din tayong mga contact number in terms of information. Dito sa US, meron ka ding idadial sa phone number to gather information of the location of you're trying to go to. Tatanong mo, saan ba yung location ng ganito? If you are unsure, pag nag-google ka, hindi ka pa rin sigurado, then at least you have that phone number. Pwede mo siyang tawagan and then they will provide you the direct direction or address of the location that you're trying to go to. So, mahalaga din yun. And of course, the very, very important situation here na laging kong sinasabi, aside from the emerging contact number ng location or ng city, ng country na pupuntahan nyo, is to have an emergency contact person for yourself. Have it in your wallet. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it under anywhere, you know. Have it like in case of emergency, please contact so-and-so. She is my friend. She is my close friend. She is my relative. She is my brother. She is my sister. Whatever it is, have that information ready. Put it in your wallet. Put it in your bag. Put it in your pocket. Make sure it is ready because you never know when accidents do happen, when emergencies do happen. These are the things you cannot control. So make sure that you have that information for you. And lastly but not the least is make sure that you have the funds, the cash, the money, the kwarta, the pera, dinero. Kailangan ninyo yun. Mahalaga din yun. Kasi syempre magta-travel ka, you never know, kahit na sabihin mo may credit card ka, have cash with you. May credit card ka man, may debit card ka man, mahalaga pa rin ang cash. Never rely solely on cards. Kasi hindi mo alam kung bigla na lang magkakaroon ng power outage and then mawawalan ka ng way to pay anything. Naranasan ko yan sa Philippines, my first time. No, not my first time, my second time yata. Yeah, the last one basta this was last year July, bumabagyo, biglang power outage, wala akong cash, I only have my debit card and I have to walk so many places. Thank God to Kuya Marlo kasi sinamahan niya talaga ako, naglakad siya, malayo na lakad namin, nakahanap kami ng ATM na may laman. And ang mahalaga pa doon, dapat talagang meron kang cash kasi hindi mo alam what is the limit of every ATM machine. So you have to have cash, okay? So yun ang pinaka-importante na kailangan talaga meron ka. And lastly, but not the least, is always know the weather. Now, like I said earlier, the weather can change regardless of how many times you try to research and prepare for it. So, based on experience again, always have it ready. Meron kang ready para pag may mainit na panahon at meron kang ready pag maulan ang panahon. And of course, kung malamig naman ang sitwasyon ng inyong pupuntahan, make sure that you have the enough outfit na mag-keep you warm kasi ayaw mo magkasakit habang nagbabakasyon to a point na hindi mo na mai-enjoy yung bakasyon mo kasi nga nilalamig ka na, sinisipon ka na, sumasakit na ang ulo mo. And yan, speaking of sakit ng ulo, you also have to make sure you have your emergency medical kit with you. Kung may asthma ka, have that ready. Have a prescription ready. And make sure that this prescription ay pwede siya international. Mahalaga yan. Especially kung may mga sickness ka, critical illness, or whatever, make sure na pwede mo siyang mabili internationally. If hindi naman, ask your doctor ahead of time what are the alternatives that you can take if the medication is not available sa area na pupuntahan mo. Okay? So, mahalaga yon. Just have the basics. Have the painkiller ready, headache medicine that you are okay to take, or in terms of Tagalog, hiyang. So, your vitamins are there with you. All your maintenance are there with you. Have it ready. And kahit na sabihin mong 10 days ka sa location, make sure you have enough for 15 days because you never know what happens, okay? So, let's have a recap of what we need to prepare pag tayo ay nag-international travel. We have to make sure we have our passports ready, all the documents you need to prove of your identity, and make sure also that you have your visa documents that you have made and prepared for your application of your visa, even if you have your visa stamp in your passport. And lastly, and of course, don't forget to have all the emergency contacts of the location, of the country, of the city, or the town that you are going to, and an emergency contact for yourself. In case of emergency, someone will be able to be contacted for your well-being. And of course, let's not forget the cash, because cash is important, not only the debit cards and the credit cards. And of course, let's not forget to have all the outfit that we need for proper weather. So those are the things that I have based on my experience, based on my husband's experience. These are the things that we have to prepare for when we are traveling. If you have already reached this part of the video, thank you for your support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below what you think I have missed out on. Ano ang mga kailangan ng pag-travel international na sa tingin mo ay mahalaga na hindi ko nabanggit? Paki-comment na lang sa section below para rin maging aware ako. And thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Goodbye. God bless.